What's going on, guys? My name is Jack, and this is the Appalachian Farmhand channel. We are back here on my family's 100-acre property tucked deep in the Appalachian Mountains of Virginia for video number 8. A storm is rolling in right now, so I'm going to try to run through this pretty quickly. We got some different things going on today. We're up here in the apple orchard, but we're not doing the traditional work that we typically would be doing. I've got a really fun project that we're going to go ahead and do. New update, got the DJI Mini 2 on the property today, and we're going to try actually rolling an intro today that won't suck, be granular and shaky and all that with really low quality. So hopefully that'll work, and I'll throw that in there right now. So I will meet you guys back here after that. All right, guys. So as I said before, we're up here in the apple orchard. I know I say it every single time that we have a video, but I'm going to try to run through this pretty quick because there is a thunderstorm running right up behind the camera. I know you guys can't see it. Hopefully you enjoyed that intro with the DJI. You're going to have to cut me some slack until I really get a handle on running that thing and videoing with it. There's a pretty steep learning curve with flying one of those, considering I've never done anything like that. So take it easy on me until I figure out how to do it. Hopefully, though, we can really get it running and get rid of that really granular, crappy intro that we run before. All right, let's just jump right into it, I guess. So today I've got about 200 pounds of feed up here for deer, and I've got a trash can that I picked up from Walmart, and we're going to do what my grandfather taught me to do when I was a kid, and that is make a deer feeder out of the trash can. I guess it'll be kind of a tutorial. I've never really done one of these before, so if you, I guess, want to watch me do this, stick around, and we'll get some shots of everything that's going on. All right, guys. So as I said before, we got this trash can from Walmart. It's got some wheels on it, but the most important thing that it's got is that it has a top that'll keep the rain out of the corn and it'll keep it from mildewing and rotting. Two, I'm gonna try to not mess around with this thing too much because I know it's gonna kill the mic and drive you all insane watching this video. So I guess we'll try to get some shots of this. Basically, the run through of this is we're gonna knock a hole in the bottom of this. I don't know if you can even see the bottom of the trash can right now, but I'll try to pick it up. We're going to knock a hole in the bottom of this to make a gate to let this thing gravity feed itself. And the pile of corn that sits in front of the actual trash can itself is going to keep all of the corn from running out. It's the same concept of a gravity water feeder that you use for chickens, but we're just going to use it with corn. So let's get to running through this. All right, so I want to go ahead and do a voiceover on this part, not really explaining what I'm doing because it's pretty straightforward. If you can't figure out how to cut a hole in the trash can, I don't know what to tell you. But my thinking behind this was to make a hole big enough to make it effective, but small enough to where I can make edits to it in the future. Eventually, I want to get this thing ratchet strapped and held higher up off the ground and get an actual PVC down pipe that runs out the front of this trash can so that we can get the corn pushed further away from the actual can itself and making it more accessible to deer and other animals that are trying to feed off of this. All right, so essentially that is the entire process. There's just a small cut in the bottom of the trash can, like so. And this will allow the corn to run out of here, and it won't just absolutely dump all over the ground. And as they eat it from away from in front of the trash can, it'll continue to run out. All right, essentially that's the entire process. We just got that hole knocked out to make a gate for the corn to gravity feed out. And we picked this tree in the middle of the apple orchard to ratchet strap it to so that we can throw the cameras on either side of it and get better views of what's coming up to feed off of this. So from here, basically what we're going to do is just ratchet strap it to the tree and start filling it up with corn, I guess. So all right, so we're going to get the ratchet strap all pulled out here.
Yeah, very nice.
Sorry if you guys can hear this thunder going on in the background, or if I'm just absolutely killing the mic right now with everything they're doing. But you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Alrighty.
This is gonna be really super heavily edited. I mean, it's gonna have to be, right?
Come on.
Is it still filming? You're like, wow, this idiot doesn't know how to use a freaking ratchet strap.
Yep.
All right, and we're doing the voiceover in the same section, but there's a couple points I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that were more important than the stuff that I was talking about in this section. One being that the top, you need to make sure that there's no low-hanging branches that are going to keep you from having access to it to put the corn in. But two, something that's not thought about often, that trash can is going to warp itself when you put 200 pounds of corn inside of it. So you don't want to have it on an uneven surface to where you won't be able to close the lid and keep the water off of it. All right, so that's pretty much the basic run through of this. We got about 200 pounds of corn in here, right? Five bags of 40 pounds. Good. I just want to make sure I did that math correctly. So the basic run through of this thing is full of corn. Got the hole at the bottom. When they come and they knock more out of the way, it just keeps dumping out more. If you can see that, and I mean it's just a continuous process of this, and it'll gravity feed itself. And it'll be able to sit like this for, I mean, it's 200 pounds of corn. It'll probably sit out here for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, just depending upon what the traffic through here is going to look like. So I try to pick out a spot where I will be hunting. The tree that I was going to throw my bow stand in is off that way, probably about 30 yards. And so, I mean, here in Virginia, you can't bait deer. So I wanted to do it up here. Pretty early on before we actually got to that, so I could kind of see what would actually be drawn to come up here. So yeah, that's pretty much the basic run through of this. I'm not sure what else we're going to do on the property here, so I mean, this could be the end of the video. I don't know. We're going to try to figure it out. So we're just kind of going without a plan here. So all right, that's it for the deer feeder. All right, y'all, so we're back down here on the riverbank in the area where we were getting work done in the last video. I figured this would be a good spot to close us out because Bryson wanted to hop into the river and get some fishing done before we headed off the property. And I figured that, hey, since he helped me lug 200 pounds of corn around, that would be, you know, okay to do. um, but I didn't want this video to be too much, too long, too extensive, whatever. I just wanted to get the I wanted to get the deer feeder thrown together up in the apple orchard and get that filmed and put on camera. And then I wanted to get acclimated using the DJI Mini 2. I cannot say enough good things about this drone. You know, it's super user friendly. I've never used a drone before or filmed with a drone or done anything in any capacity with a drone. And it was pretty easy to figure out. This is my first time flying. Well, I lied. When I first got it, I got it up in the air for a little while just to try to figure out the controls and because I was excited that I got it. But, you know, like I said, really easy to use. And it was really windy today. And so I kind of expected to throw it in a tree or throw it in the river, but I haven't done that yet. Fingers crossed I won't do that. That's pretty much it. From here, I'm going to hop in the river at some point in time and cool off, but I'm going to try to get some more clips with the DJI Mini 2, and that's going to be it. So that's it from me here on the Appalachian Farmhand channel. I appreciate you sticking around. If you're still here at this point, like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, all that good stuff. I'm going to keep saying it, even though there's only like 6 of you that watch these videos. Okay, I'm just going to close it out. If you want to stick around, I think after this, I'm going to go ahead and roll some of the footage that I'm getting on the DJI. I'm just trying to film stuff. I only have one more battery left, but it is full. So I'll try to get as much as I can of this lower land and then the river. And that's probably what's going to bring us to the closing of this video. So again, I appreciate you watching this video. Please come back and join me again sometime.